Time for some American football here in the Spanish capital of Madrid. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're off and running from Madrid. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the second overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Go play action on first down. Looking deep to open the game. It can be done the deep shot. He has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Deebo Samuel. A 41-yard gain. And the Washington first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now Mariota. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Stops by Chop Robinson.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. Works it down to the 37. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
A gain of 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They send a tight end in motion. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. This finds its target. That's him. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
14 more yards.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Trying to run it in. H.A. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Tagovailoa back to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. Going work so far. He's got room. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
First down, Washington.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
He keeps it and takes off. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
A
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd down from the gun. It's caught by McLaurin. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Mariota to throw. Screen pass here for Krosky-Merritt. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Mariota. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Man in motion, headed right. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Krosky-Merritt has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's another for it. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 1-point game. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. D.S. Critics to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Forced out to his right. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
A gain of 12 yards.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for 3rd down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long, they're going to throw. Taking a shot deep here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota now. Completed left side to Samuel. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Gets it from the gun. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
And the Commanders
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to throw, Mariota. Pass complete to Lane. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw, Mariota. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Husky on 1st down. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. He's going to run again here with Merritt. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They go inside give to Merritt. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running once again with Merritt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Washington.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
And they just get the play off. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. From the red zone on 1st. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's hanging on to this one on the 2nd down option. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Dolphins 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Two and out from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he gets it away from his end zone. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Catch made. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 3 now. Now Mariota. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Dolphins going to counter with a dime package here. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tua off the play fake. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. 1st down, here's Tua. Escapes the pocket. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. And off running left, it's a chance. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. No throw, 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this 1st half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick by Patterson is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky-Merritt. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Motioning him from the slot right. And he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Mariota. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Press way on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Starts his return from the 23. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Tagovailoa. Caught by Washington, left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Complete to Malik Washington. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. Complete right side to Washington. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jack Jones making that tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Mariota to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Krusty Merritt straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is hauled in by Samuel. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Give it to Krusty Merritt. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Man in motion out of the slot. Throwing off the play fake. On the move, hit it right. Still has some space inside the 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
First down, Commanders.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
All right, Brock, 2-minute warning in Madrid. It's the Commanders with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the pistol. Krusty Merritt. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd down give to Krusty Merritt. Makes a cut, and he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders throw their lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
3 points is huge.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 21, Dolphins 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Eskridge on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Miami offense headed out there now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
He brings it in, and he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd, and they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Slot man motioned over. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 4.
Commanders 21, Dolphins 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He takes the knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number one. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achan. He cuts it right. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
1st and 10.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. Escapes a defender. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Tagovailoa on first down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So it'll be second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
On now comes their punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt headed back to the field now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, a run for Kronsky-Merritt. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Offense to the line. Second down. Mariota. Able to find Ertz. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Third and just 2 to go. Here's Kronsky-Merritt on the carry. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Fourth down now, trying for the sticks with an option. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They run, it's Kronsky-Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Back to throw, Mariota. This one's caught. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They kick the running back in motion. Third and long, they're going to throw. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
On now is Matt Gay to try this Commander's field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Going play action, Tagovailoa. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing again here on 2nd. Tagovailoa. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
Julian Hill. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st down, ball at the 36. It's Achane on the inside give. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Tua off the play fake. Brought in close to the 8. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach. But yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on a football field, that may be it.
That penalty is declined.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3.
Dolphins 24, Commanders 21.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Mariota. He tucks it and takes off. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
A gain of 16 yards.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
They'll go play action on first down. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
And the Commanders' first down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Mariota now. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. They gain 14 on the play, and the Commanders will have a first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Crosby Merritt gets it from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Slot man in motion right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. They motion the slot man right. Little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
4th down.
On now is Matt Gay to try this Commanders field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Gay's kick is good, and that will tie things up in the 3rd.
I don't think I've ever played golf with a professional kicker that was bad at the game. And I think, Kate, it's for this reason. They're able to flush away bad shots. He was able to flush away his 2 missed kicks to deliver right here when it mattered.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here comes Malik Washington. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here's Achane on the pistol. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Tight end going in motion here. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Man in motion here. Achane again on 2nd. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Mariota. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Tagovailoa on first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now a toss play for A-J. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
They run the counter to H.A. A big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Tua now from the gun. This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Punt team on the field. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Now Mariota. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Mariota. Got his target, that's Lane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Back to throw, Mariota. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Washington.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now running another pistol. Krosky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running once again with Krosky Merritt. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Trying to throw this from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is cut. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
To number 1, Deebo Samuel. A gain of 29 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Krosky Merritt on 1st down. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
You get to these goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? Is stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So second down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Complete over the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
34 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock. Sliding down with a gain of 3.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
There's A-Chain up the middle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. A-Chan, a first down carry. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. And stick with A-Chain. They're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Here's a give for Wright. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
Dolphins 31, Commanders 27.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Mariota. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. From the gun, on for Merritt. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. This is hauled in by Samuel. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 27 on the play, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing is Mariota. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Mariota now. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. They connect for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's a gain of 7.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
We are to the 2-minute warning in Madrid. Commanders needing 4 points. 2nd and 3 now. Mariota to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Looking to throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Going for it with Krosky Merritt. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job, now you got to do yours.
And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
At the 12-yard line.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. At the shotgun, and give it to Achane. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Got the big yards on the right side. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Back to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here he goes, one final shot. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made, so no miracle touchdown to the buzzer. This game's over. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say hasta luego from Madrid.